Hello everyone, Dr. Jeff Golini here, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Scientist. This show is about busting myths, bringing you the truth. All right, I had to do an Ask the Scientist on this because I've been getting this question multiple times every day. I can't even tell you how many times this comes in. And it's all basically the same type of question. Dr. Jeff, what do you think about wearing face masks to protect from COVID? All right, some of you may disagree, some of you may agree, but this will be your opinion. I'm going to give you facts. So here at All American Pharmaceutical, we wear face masks. We are governed for safety by OSHA. Now, if you noticed, OSHA has really not gotten involved in this whole mask thing because, again, it's dealing with the general public. But why should the regulations be any different to protect you at work or to protect you outside of work? So OSHA requires every one of our employees who work in a production area to go and get fitted for a mask. First of all, they have to be fitted to have the correct mask depending on their work environment. Now, there are a variety of masks. The masks that typically we wear just in general production areas are just a little surgical mask. These are masks similar to what's worn in the hospital, surgery, and such. What do these masks do? These masks have one purpose. They aren't to keep anything from coming into my staff. They are to prevent anything leaving my staff. For instance, nose is running, you sneeze, you cough. A lot of times even breathing, you'll have some droplets that would come out of your mouth. This is to eliminate those getting into the food. The same thing in surgery. It's eliminating those things getting into an open wound. That's all they're good for. Are they going to prevent anything from entering into your nose or mouth? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, if we're running something stinky like cayenne pepper, my gosh, that mask is absolutely worthless. The same way with a virus or anything of that nature, absolutely worthless. Therefore, wearing a bandana, wearing these stockings, or even some of these masks that I see people wearing, again, if they make you feel better, it's better than nothing, but are they going to prevent from you catching a virus through those masks? No, absolutely not. That's like the analogy that I have been using. You've got a dust storm and you want to prevent it to come into your yard, so you put up a picket fence. Worthless. Now, there are different types of respirators. When I'm working in the lab and I'm working on, some acid or some strong base, I've actually got a fitted mask that covers my whole nose, face, airtight, and I've got big filters. Different type of filters filter out different types of agents. And that's what I wear. If not, that acid or base could go right through those filters. And I've had that happen before. I remember one time I was using a general organic filter and I was working with some pure ammonia, and that filter did nothing. And I wasn't even 3 feet from the bottle that I opened, and that thing went through, literally knocked me on my butt, and I passed out for a couple minutes. It was so strong. And I realized I have to have the right filter for the right agent. Now, if we are going into a biosafety level 4 laboratory, this is the level. Laboratories are based on 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on the hazard or the toxicity or the danger, safety danger of that laboratory. Level 4 is where you're working on viruses. This is where they were working on corona. You wear a pressurized suit, similar to a spacesuit. It has to be airtight. The entire body is covered because, again, things can get through skin, nose, eyes, ears, anywhere there's an opening, a cut. You don't want any chance of catching that virus. That's how you would eliminate a virus, is wearing a spacesuit, I'll just call it. Now, do we need this? No. Why? Our bodies are designed to fight off disease, viruses, bacteria. It's called our immune system. This is how it's built. When our immune system gets subjected to something, it builds up immunities. That's basically what these vaccines do. You're getting a low level of this thing, and our bodies take over to build up immunities. That's why some people don't get sick and other people get sick quite often. If you have a low immune system, you're going to be more susceptible to allergies, colds, flus, bugs, viruses, whatever you want to call it. COVID to me is nothing more than, I'm going to classify it in a virus category. All viruses are dangerous. So I want you to make sure that you take that home. I'm not saying COVID or any other virus is not dangerous. They are all dangerous. We should treat them all the same way. How do we prevent getting them? Well, first of all, get a free copy of my book about viruses. I'll send it out to you. Send me an email at drj@allamph.com, and I'll go into some good detail on helping you. But the basics that we've been hearing: wash your hands, sanitize, don't stick your hands in your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Minimize that, eliminate that, be very conscious of it. That's the only good thing that these masks do prevent, is you're more conscious of touching something. But other than that, like I said, they're relatively worthless. So what do? Just practice some basic hygiene issues. Wash hands, sanitize, don't touch your nose, your mouth, your eyes. If you need to do that, wash your hands thoroughly first. And again, you know the principles. You got to wash for a good couple minutes. When you go into surgery, they have a 3 and a 5 minute scrub. Literally, they are scrubbing their hands for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on what it is that they're going to do or what type of surgery or what the hospital requirements are. Why? Because they got to make sure those hands are thoroughly cleaned. Putting a glove on, protects your hands, but there's stuff on the gloves. So again, if you're touching your gloves, it's no different than having it on your hands. So if you want to get a good mask, get fitted for one. OSHA will do it for you, or do some research. You can find a mask that actually filters out everything. But again, most of them, from dust masks to half shields, not going to do a whole lot. So that is my answer to the question that comes in weekly, daily, about masks. Am I for them? Am I against them? I'm for them if you have the right tool for the right job. You would not go and try to mow the lawn with a weed whacker. Now, you could, but it ain't going to be very efficient, no more than you go out there with a pair of scissors. So again, rule of thumb, right tool for the right job. Anything else doesn't really do much. All right, everybody. Hope that helps. God bless. Bye-bye.